Peppa and the Great Vacation. Peppa Pig and George are packing to go on vacation. You can't bring everything, says Daddy Pig.
But we need all our toys,
says Peppa. Just your favourites, says Daddy Pig. Peppa brings Teddy. George brings his dinosaur.
Dinosaur, Arr!
Says George.
Can Goldie come too?
Asks Peppa. Sorry, Peppa, Goldie can't join us, but Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig will look after her. The car is packed and the family is on the road.
When will we get there?
Calls Peppa from the back seat. Daddy Pig tells Peppa that they have a long drive.
I miss Goldie,
says Peppa.
Do you think she's all right?
I think so, says Mummy Pig. Peppa calls Grandpa Pig just to make sure. At the vacation house, Mummy Pig unpacks her suitcase. She brought a lot of things.
Daddy, you found the pool,
calls Peppa. Yes, says Daddy Pig. I did. Mummy Pig goes shopping in town. Peppa and George want to have pizza for lunch. Mummy Pig has found some presents for Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig. That won't all fit in your suitcase, says Daddy Pig.
I want to get something too,
says Peppa. I hope it's small, says Daddy Pig.
It is,
says Peppa.
It's a postcard and it doesn't have to go in a suitcase. It will go in the mail.
The next day, Peppa and her family go on a nature walk. Daddy Pig has packed a big picnic lunch.
There's nothing but trees,
says Peppa. Look around, Peppa, says Mummy Pig. There is lots to see here. Peppa looks around.
Tracks,
she says.
I see tracks. Dinosaur?
Asks George.
No, George, not dinosaur tracks,
says Peppa. The tracks come to an end. Peppa gets Daddy Pig's binoculars and looks up.
I see birds, a mother and babies in a nest.
Peppa likes looking through the binoculars. Next she looks down.
I see ants,
she says.
They're carrying leaves for lunch and salad. Yuck,
says George. Peppa is hungry. So are Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig and George. Time for a nice picnic lunch. Peppa can't wait to tell Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig what a nice day they had on the nature walk. That evening, Peppa calls Grandpa Pig. He promises to tell Goldie that Peppa misses her and that she will soon be home.
We're taking good care of her,
he says. The next day, Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig take Peppa and George to the beach. It's a sandy beach with lots of rocks. Peppa finds a shell. George finds a fossil. Daddy Pig finds a crab.
There's a tide pool,
says Peppa. Peppa and George look into the tiny pool. There are small plants.
There's a gold coin,
says Peppa.
Ew,
says George. Something is making bubbles. What could it be?
A fish,
says Peppa.
Hello, fish. You would love my fish, Goldie.
Vacation is nearly over. Time to pack the suitcases and get back in the car. It's a long drive home. but Peppa has Teddy to keep her company in the backseat. She has George too. It has been a great vacation, but she can't wait to see Goldie. Mummy Pig gives Granny Pig her present. Peppa runs to see Goldie.
Oh, you've grown,
She says.
a lot.
She seemed hungry, says Grandpa Pig. Mr. Zebra arrives. I have a postcard all the way from the beach, he says.
Look, Goldie, says Peppa, you've got mail, something from our great vacation.
The end. Peppa at the beach. Peppa and her family are on holiday at Kylie Kangaroo's house. Today we're going to the beach, says Mr. Kangaroo.
Yippee,
Cries Peppa.
I love the beach.
Mummy Pig helps the children put on their sun cream and life vests. Kylie gets out her surfboard.
What do you do with that?
Asks Peppa.
You lie on the board and the waves push you along.
Sighs Kylie.
Come and see.
Kylie shows Peppa how to surf.
The tricky bit is catching the wave,
She says.
Ready, steady, now.
Peppa and Kylie jump on their surfboards just in time. The wave carries them along.
I can surf,
Laughs Peppa. George wants to go surfing, but the waves are getting too big. Is it time to go home now? Wonders Daddy Pig. Are you kidding? Says Mr. Kangaroo. These big waves are perfect for grown-ups. Mr. and Mrs. Kangaroo grab their surfboards. George and Daddy Pig are having a lovely time in the water. Crikey, gasps Mr. Kangaroo. There's a giant wave coming. Everyone on the beach shouts and waves at Daddy Pig, but he can't hear what they're saying. Ho, ho, ho. He chuckles. The giant wave gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It picks Daddy Pig up and carries him along. Whoa! George giggles, then holds out his arms. He is using Daddy Pig's tummy as a surfboard. George rides the wave all the way back to the beach. Hooray! What great balance, says Mr. Kangaroo.
He's a natural surfer,
Agrees Mrs. Kangaroo. Peppa and Kylie giggle.
George is the best.
The end. Peppa Pig. Peppa goes on holiday. Peppa and her family are going on holiday. Mummy Pig is packing their bags. Are you sure we need all that stuff, Mummy Pig? Daddy Pig asks. Yes, replies Mummy Pig. It is all very important. Mr. Bull takes Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig to the airport in his taxi. Miss Rabbit checks in their bags. Then it's time to board the plane.
Airplane now,
Cries George. Off they fly, higher and higher through the clouds. Before long, their pilot, Captain Emergency, makes an announcement.
We are about to land in Italy.
Miss Rabbit, who is also the air stewardess, says, "Please fasten your seatbelt." At the airport in Italy, they collect their hire car. Once they're on the road, they discover that the sat-nav only speaks Italian.
Why is everyone beeping their horns at us?
Asked Peppa. "I expect they are just saying hello," said Mummy Pig. Suddenly, Peppa remembers something very important.
Teddy! I left Teddy on the airplane.
Oh dear! A policeman on a motorbike pulls Daddy Pig over. "Hello, officer," stutters Daddy Pig. "Good day," the policeman replies, reaching into his bag. "I am returning this young bear."
Teddy!
cries Peppa. The next day, Mummy Pig suggests they do some sightseeing. Their new friend, Gabriella Goat, shows them her pretty village. Mummy Pig buys a lot of things to take home. They're going to need another suitcase. Gabriella's uncle shows Peppa and George how pizza is made. "A little bit of tomato, a little bit of cheese," says Uncle Goat.
Into the oven and into my tummy,
says Peppa.
I like pizza.
"What a lovely relaxing holiday," sighs Mummy Pig as Daddy Pig drives back to the holiday house. Oh dear! Daddy Pig has been pulled over again. "Mr. Pig," says the policeman, reaching into his bag, "you're Teddy."
Teddy!
cries Peppa. After a few days, it is time for Peppa and her family to go home. "Bye-bye," they call to Gabriella Goat and her family. "What a lovely holiday," claims Daddy Pig. "Yes, I have never felt so relaxed," sighs Mummy Pig. Oh dear! Daddy Pig has been pulled over by a policeman for a third time. "Mr. Pig, please take better care of your Teddy," he says.
Teddy!
cries Peppa, hugging her bear.
We're going home today.
Susie Sheep is waiting for Peppa when she gets home.
It rained while you were away.
Susie complains.
Oh, good,
Cries Peppa.
holidays are nice, but coming home to muddy puddles is even better.
The end. Peppa's summer holiday. Peppa was at playgroup and she was feeling very excited.
I'm going on a summer holiday,
She cried.
Me too.
Shouted all of Peppa's friends.
I'm going to swim in a swimming pool.
Cried Peppa.
Me too.
Shouted all Peppa's friends. Everyone was going on a summer holiday and everyone was going to swim in a swimming pool. After playgroup, Peppa and George packed their holiday bags.
Please, could you help me pack my flamingo, Daddy?
Asked Peppa. Of course, said Daddy Pig, trying to squeeze Peppa's inflatable flamingo into her bag. Why don't we deflate it first? Said Mummy Pig. Great idea, Mummy Pig, said Daddy Pig. Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig put their bags in the car and headed to the airport.
We're going on holiday. We're going on holiday,
sang Peppa over and over again. It seems like everyone's going on holiday, said Daddy Pig. Just look at all this traffic. Peppa and her family made it to the airport just in time. They quickly showed their passports to Miss Rabbit and then put their bags through the scanning machine. Yippee! Cheered Peppa and George when they boarded the aeroplane. Phew! We made it, said Mammy Pig, as everyone put on their seatbelts. When they arrived at the hotel, everyone was very excited. Look at the blue sea, gasped Daddy Pig. Look at the palm trees, said Mammy Pig. Look at the swimming pool, said Peppa. Let's find our room, said Mammy Pig. Then we can go swimming! Hooray! Cheered Peppa and George. After they had unpacked their bags in their room, Peppa, George and Daddy Pig jumped straight into the swimming pool. Meanwhile, Mammy Pig relaxed in the sunshine with an ice-cold smoothie. Peppa and George found Emily and Edmund Elephant splashing about in the water. What are you doing here, Emily? Said Peppa. I'm on holiday, said Emily. What are you doing here? Peppa giggled. I'm on holiday too. Dinosaur! Splash! Cried George, splashing Edmund. The swimming pool was lots of fun. Soon, Miss Rabbit arrived at the pool and made an announcement. Attention, please! This afternoon's holiday activity is a visit to the turtle sanctuary. Ooh! Gasped the children. If turtle hatchlings are being released into the sea today, we may be able to watch it from a distance, said Miss Rabbit. On the turtle trip, Peppa and Emily saw Rebecca and Richard Rabbit. What are you doing here, Rebecca? Said Peppa. I'm on holiday, replied Rebecca. What are you doing here? I'm on holiday too, said Peppa. Peppa, Emily and Rebecca loved watching the baby turtles going for their first swim in the sea. Can we go to the pool with Rebecca now, Mummy? Said Peppa. Of course, said Mammy Pig. The next day, Peppa and George went straight to the pool. Susie, Zoe, cried Peppa. What are you doing here? We're on holiday, replied Susie Sheep and Zoe Zebra. Miss Rabbit announced that the next activity would be a jungle walk to find sloths. Ew, gasped the children. Peppa was very good at spotting sloths, and she also spotted the giraffe family. It was very hot in the jungle. Please, can we go back to the swimming pool now, Mummy? Said Peppa. Of course, replied Mammy Pig. It'll be nice to cool off in the pool. After the jungle trip, everyone jumped onto the pool. Our last holiday activity is a dance competition, said Miss Rabbit, in the swimming pool. Peppa was very excited and started to dance. Look at me, I'm doing a flamingo dance, she cried. The children laughed and copied Peppa's funny flamingo dance. Soon everyone was doing Peppa's funny flamingo dance, even the grown-ups. Miss Rabbit picked up her megaphone. And the winning dance is Peppa's flamingo dance! Hooray! Everyone cheered. Everyone had enjoyed their holiday, but it was time to go home. Once everyone was on the aeroplane, Miss Rabbit announced, I'm afraid takeoff has been delayed. Can we go to the swimming pool? Asked Peppa. Mammy Pig frowned. I'm afraid not, Peppa. You could do the flamingo dance, though, suggested Daddy Pig. Yes, cried Peppa, and she started to dance. Soon everyone on the airplane was doing Peppa's flamingo dance right up until it was time for takeoff. Everyone loved their summer holiday, and everyone loved Peppa's flamingo dance. The end. Peppa Pig, Peppa's Day at the Beach. Peppa and her family are going to the beach. The sun is very hot today. Before you start playing, I need to put some sun cream on you, says Mummy Pig. Okay, Mummy, shout Peppa and George. Mummy Pig puts sun cream on Peppa and George while Daddy Pig unpacks the car. What a lot of stuff, snorts Mummy Pig. Peppa giggles. A beach bag, a sunshade, towels, buckets and spades and a spotty ball. Let's try out the spotty ball, decides Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig kicks the ball. It bounces along the sand. Peppa and George run after the ball. When the spotty ball has finished rolling, Peppa picks it up. George, she says, I'll throw the ball and you can catch it. Peppa throws the ball, but George misses it. George is too little to play catch the ball. Never mind, says Daddy Pig. Why don't we have a paddle in the sea? Peppa and George love paddling in the sea. Daddy Pig blows up Peppa's armbands. Mummy Pig blows up George's armbands. Now we can play in the water, says Peppa. Daddy Pig goes in first. Is the water cold? Asks Mummy Pig. Daddy Pig splashes Mummy Pig. Come in, he laughs. It's lovely and warm. Peppa and George do lots more splashing. Then they float on Daddy Pig's tummy. Daddy, says Peppa, I love being at the beach. Daddy Pig smiles. Everyone loves being at the beach. Peppa, George, Mummy Pig is calling. She has got out the buckets and spades.
Wow!
Peppa and George find a nice spot to play in. Daddy, asks Peppa, can we bury you in the sand? Peppa and George start digging. Ho ho, chuckles Daddy Pig. Steady on. There, says Peppa. Now you can't escape. Maybe I'll just have a little sleep here then, nods Daddy Pig. Let's go and make sandcastles, says Peppa. Peppa shows George how to fill a bucket up with sand and then turn it upside down. Now lift the bucket up, says Peppa. George lifts the bucket up. He's made a proper sandcastle. When it's time to go home, Mummy Pig packs up the car. She sighs. I'm sure that we've forgotten something. George snorts and points. Daddy Pig climbs out of the sand. Daddy! Laughs Peppa. We forgot Daddy! The end.